IELTS listening. You will be presented with 4 different listening passages with a variety of question types to answer. Approximately 30 minutes, and unlike the reading test, you will get extra time at the end to transfer your answers to the answer sheet. There are 4 distinct sections of 40 questions in total. You will hear each section once only. Each listening is more difficult than the one preceding it. Here are the 4 sections. Section 1. This is usually a conversation between 2 people. Sometimes the third person might be involved or introduced to the conversation, usually in 2 parts. It can be a social or an academic setting. This lasts about 4 minutes of listening time, and that was section 1. Now let's look at section 2. Section 2 is usually a monologue of a social or functional nature. So, for example, an outing, a tour guide giving instructions or directions, and it can be a social or an academic setting. This section, section 2, is about 3 to 4 minutes of listening time. Section 3. Section 3 is usually a conversation between 2 to 4 people. For example, it could be a dialogue between 2 students regarding a tutorial, an assignment, or an oral presentation to be given, usually in an academic setting. This section, section 3, is about 4 minutes of listening time. Next is section 4. So section 4 is usually a lecture or a speech given as a monologue. Sometimes the person is introduced by a second person at the beginning, or a few questions might be asked during the course of the lecture in an academic setting. And this section, section 4, is about 4 to 5 minutes of listening time. A monologue is usually one person talking, whereas a dialogue, a conversation, is 2 or more people discussing a topic. The sections may be divided into 2 or more distinct parts. There may also be a pause in some of the sections to give you time to look at the questions relating to that part of the test. It's important to note that poor spelling and incorrect grammar will be penalized, so you should check carefully after transferring your answers to the answer sheet.